Hello, Minecrafters and YouTubers, once again. Um, this is a map I started to test out some different things in Buildcraft and IndustrialCraft. This right here used to be um, a few, I think, 6 nuclear reactors that I tried cooling with just 4 blocks of ice per reactor, and it did not go well at all. It was quite a disaster. Um, Over here, I have a power station I built with combustion engines. They're all controlled from the same wire, so they can all be turned on and off at the same time. No problem with that. Uh, These golden pipes up here, they pipe water into all the engines simultaneously, or somewhat simultaneously. A lot of my engines have run really low on water, so I had to turn them off before they overheated and exploded. That would not be good. Up here, these pipes pipe power through this teleport pipe. The teleport pipes do not come with Buildcraft. It's actually a separate mod altogether. It's called additional pipes, and what the additional pipes does is it adds these teleport pipes and these chunk loading blocks. The teleport pipes, like these ones here, these allow you to teleport items or fluids to any other pipe with the same frequency. See, the frequency of this power pipe is 10. I have oil refineries over here. Its frequency is 10, and it receives the power. So that powers them all at once. Right here, the water pipe, its frequency is 1. And if I can get up here, that one's also 1. Now, as you can see, I have 4 redstone engines. 3 pump into 1, which pumps the liquids out of the tanks. The reason for that is for every engine you add onto this one will output extra power per tick. I'm not sure just how much power exactly, but that is what I have come to understand. The chunk loading blocks make it so that in any area that you are not in, the chunk still remains loaded into the computer's memory. So if I leave this area and go all the way over there to where that volcano is, this area will still remain loaded. So all these engines will continue to run. These will continue pumping gas and water into my combustion engines. My oil refineries will continue to run. And that comes in handy, because sometimes you have to explore the world a bit, especially with finding that crude oil. You have to go quite a bit away from where you might want to be. As you can see here, this is my oil pump. I have 3 redstone engines frantically pumping the oil from the oil well. Let's see. I will actually show you down here. I will fall down. And this is the oil well I have been pumping out of. There's quite a lot of oil in these. I may never empty this. At least, I probably won't empty it for a very, very long time. In any case, it's just so much oil to pump out of there. And as you can see there, this is not part of any mod. This is just Minecraft screwing up. I have absolutely no idea why it's been doing this, but sometimes I have to restart several times. Sometimes I have to restart my RAM disk that the map is loaded to. It is just such a pain. I don't know why it does that. I wish I could find out. And over there you can see the same thing, more texture glitches. I have absolutely no idea why it does that, but it's really annoying. Let's see. Okay, it looks like this tank has officially run out of gasoline. So what I can do is not a whole lot of water in these engines. It's probably not very good. Well, anyway, what I can do is I can turn on my combustion engines. There are a lot of combustion engines, and what they'll do is they'll send power to my refineries. You can see that there is a lot of power coming through these pipes. The more power that is sent through these pipes, the thicker the stream in the middle appears. So as you can see, it's getting a lot of power, and these refineries will actually continue to run for a short time even after these engines have stopped. See, all these engines are just pumping into the same frequency, so there is a lot of power coming from all these. Half the power is sent to these refineries here. The refineries require a lot of power in order to run efficiently. The other half of the energy is sent to the pump I have over there that's emptying the oil well. And back here you can see my redstone engines. They're pumping the refined fuel out of the wooden pipes and into this teleport pipe. Teleport pipe is set to 4. This pipe is set to 4. It can receive, and you can see that there's just a barely visible amount of gas showing up in that tank. If I were to turn these engines off, it would show up a lot better, but these engines really need water pumped into them, so I'm leaving this run so this can continue to pump water into all my engines. Now, how I enabled these two levels of engines to be turned on and off at the same time, you might see this here. This is not, it looks similar to these pillars here, but this is actually a jacketed red alloy cable. It connects up to this block. Block is connected through a plain red alloy wire, and it connects to this white jacketed cable. And the same goes down here. It can only connect these jacketed cables and these cables here through a plain red alloy wire. If you don't use one, they'll never connect, and that would be a problem. Now, in this layer here, these 3 layers of basalt bricks, there are golden pipes underneath all of the combustion engines, and those pipe in the gasoline into those engines, whereas these golden pipes up top, they pipe the water into them. And really, these pipes can be connected to anywhere on the engine. They can be connected to the bottom or any of the sides, I'm not too sure about connecting them to the top of the engines though. I don't know if that would work, but I usually use the top to output the power into those pipes. Now as you can see, the engines got a little bit hot. They have turned green. That's one of the problems with the combustion engines, is they will overheat very fast. As opposed to these redstone engines, they don't really heat up very fast. They've been running for a while and they're just now turning green. They go from blue, cold, to green, warm, and then once they get to red and orange is when they are starting to get very hot. As you can see, these just got to very hot. Now, with the combustion engines, you really have to watch out for them getting too hot. The redstone engines, it doesn't matter. As long as they have something to do, they'll never explode. Once they get to a flashing red color, they're very close to exploding, but these will never explode here. The combustion engines, however, they will explode if you let them get to the flashing red color. You do not want to do that. That's why I have that switch there, so I can shut them all off. Because even though they're pumping power into these pipes, they will overheat and explode. And that would be a lot of work down the drain. Let's see. Not too much oil produced over here. That's a problem. These oil refineries do not produce a lot of refined fuel very quick. You usually have to have quite a lot of them to produce a decent amount. But like I said before, they do take up a lot of power, so this might be able to power 2 more oil refineries. In fact, I will spawn a couple more in and test it out. I think I passed it, yeah. Alright, add this one, add that one. And they filled up with fuel pretty fast. Because these golden pipes, they actually hold a lot more fluid than what other pipes might. So that's pretty good. That's a good quality they have. I do need some wooden pipes now. So I'll get wooden waterproof transport pipes. A couple more engines. That's up here. And as you can see here, these engines kind of messed up. You do not want them facing this direction at all. In order to orient them to get the right direction, you have to use this wrench here. Not to be confused with the wrench from IndustrialCraft. The IndustrialCraft wrench is actually a bronze color. The wrench for Buildcraft is that dark gray black color. Now, because I have these two pipes here, I want to add a couple more iron pipes so that the fuel does not bleed back into the refineries and mess them up again. So add those there. I'll change which direction the fuel is going to flow through for both of them. So as you can see, fuel will only flow through the side that does not, it's not a solid color or does not look solid. It will flow through this direction through all the pipes. It cannot flow back up through the pipes, or it cannot flow up through the wooden pipes. And it's nighttime again. have to rectify that. So now there's quite a few oil refineries. My engines seem to have cooled off for the moment. Some of them are pretty good with water capacity. I'll turn them on again, and as you can